Okay, here we are, people. Welcome back to the Matt and Todd Show, show number 203. Thank you guys for stopping by the Big Wax here on 106.7. Matt and Todd Show, college football at its very best.
Now, what if he had to talk? What if we had to talk like that constantly?
Well, I tell you what, Dean, we're going to get right in here to some college football action.
274 yards.
Kansas State plays a stellar game with Johnson really getting in there and making some plays, but it's just too much. The Missouri Tigers.
Oh, God, they'd get old quick, wouldn't it?
I can't fake it.
Missouri, come on. We got to talk about them first. Wow.
Yeah, we watched that game here.
Yeah, we did. Wow.
I enjoyed some of the small aspects of some of the game. The screens were working for Missouri. They were keeping the pressure off of them that way. The pass interference call I wrote down here in the end zone for Kansas State, that changed the game for them.
Mm-hmm.
Then remember they had the jump pass for a touchdown. Number 34.
I can't pronounce his
S-I-N-N-
name. Sonato?
Senate,
Senate.
I guess.
Senate. It's Senate.
24-17 K-State is what it was there at the time. And then Cook to number 3 with 8 minutes left in the game. 27-24 Missouri. 61-yard field goal. 30-27, the longest field goal in SEC.
SEC history.
What was the guy's name? Menzie?
No. Was it Menzie or Meshi? No, it wasn't Meshi. It was Menshi or Menzie.
30-27, Mizzou takes home the win over the ranked. They were number 15. Kansas State was a pretty good football team.
I know. And Will Howard's a good quarterback. He got banged up a little bit, but the guy that come in for him ran for a bunch of yards. What you think about Luther Burden?
Very impressed. I think this game was 17-14 at half.
Guys, and Matt will agree with me on this. Missouri's got a receiver that's as good as anybody in the conference.
Yeah, well, you got him this summer because you did a spot on Missouri.
And they said that, and I didn't buy it, but I believe it.
We kind of went through them, and we would look at all these team schedules, and we would guess.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado, they'll win 5-6, maybe 5. I'm still sticking with that. Missouri, I was kind of stuck at 6, maybe 7.
I think I was on 5 or 6, maybe.
That was the big question. I remember the thumbnail was your picture and Missouri thing, and could they win? Could they go 8-5?
Right.
Is that possible?
Yeah.
Maybe at highly most.
At the most.
Hey, I don't remember looking at that schedule going, let's see, Kansas State. Yeah, they may. No, I'm thinking, I don't know if they win. They're a Big 12 champ.
Yeah.
They got 16 guys back.
16 starters back.
And Mizzou hang on and beat them. They give Georgia trouble last year.
They did. I think it's a hard place to play. I'm being honest.
Maybe
I think Missouri is a hard place to play. And, Burden, but, man, Luther's good, man.
Yeah, how many did he wind up with?
He finished 6 for 117. 6 for 117.
Wow. Man, he's from Texas, just a Texas kid, played Luther Burton III.
Luther Burton III. Keep an eye on him, guys.
Yeah, keep an eye on Luther Burton III. SEC Receiver of the Year.
Hey, and Matt can attest to this. Last Sunday, we're watching a show, and they're talking about Missouri.
Oh, God.
Get rid of Drinkwitz. He stinks.
Oh, there's one fired.
And get the quarterback out of there.
We was watching SEC Mike, watching his podcast, him and his cousin Shane, the big Tennessee homer.
Clean house. Did they not say clean house?
I mean, they bring up, it's like this right here. He'd run the StreamYard, same thing we do.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd pop these comments up here like this. Fire drink. It's terrible. They were 2-0. Now they're 3-0. So where's those people at?
Well, they were mad because
Mevis. That was his name.
Mevis. Middle Tennessee State played them good.
Yes.
Yeah. Fire him. Get rid of Cook, especially Cook. They can't stand. Ain't that their quarterback, Brady Cook?
Yeah.
Yeah. Threw for 350 yards yesterday. 350.
Hey, look, I didn't think I'd say this, but right now, and you can tell by my tone of voice, like I did last week.
We're going into Alabama.
No, not yet. I can't because I'll get on a trip, and I done did like yesterday. I did today. We're talking with somebody. Me and Zach was talking to Jim. Yeah. Dean, does it feel like guys? Is Missouri carrying the SEC flag? Georgia just didn't. Well, they won but it was nearly tied at halftime. I mean,
yeah, they had to fight.
You have to come on in the fourth quarter and try to score a couple of touchdowns to win, and they're talking about swap the quarterbacks.
Now, I think their quarterback's fine. I heard a lot of people getting on Bobo.
Yeah, so I don't like him.
They're killing him.
I don't. Wayne, if Wayne was, he hates him too. I didn't like him as a player. I don't think he's.
Well, they say he's conservative, offensive. And if you look, Beck completed 27 passes for 270 yards. I think they don't take shots down the field.
Well, but he didn't have a lot of that either.
No.
They were down 14-3. They try to get back in there and they try to start running the ball. And Edwards did have a good running game.
He did have a good game.
118 yards plus a touchdown on 20 carries. And then Bowers only had 7 catches for 54 yards. They kind of locked him up.
Yeah. And McConkey's still not playing.
No. 2 touchdowns in the third for them is what kind of got things going for them. Cash Jones scores that late touchdown to kind of seal the deal for Georgia. But, hey, Rattler's 22 for 42. And it's 256 passing.
Rattler's pretty good. But I think Beck's doing good. I mean, is South Carolina better than we thought?
Well, they only run the ball for 53 yards.
Well, we said that was their problem anyway.
They had to remove a receiver. If you go back once, I did a spot on them. I told you this. So they had to remove a receiver to running back.
Well, so they've already lost too.
But he threw they had 309 yards of offense.
Yeah. Well, see, on the stat page, Georgia.
458.
Looks great.
Yeah.
458, quarterback threw for 269, tailback rush for 118. But the people are not happy with Georgia. Their fans are not happy with Bobo.
It's because of what it's supposed to be. And let me tell you, people don't forget now, that running clock's made a difference. Y'all now pay attention. You're not going to be able to run the scores up and score
like you did
and have a 2-minute drive like that last time before the half. Like if you're not getting the ball and you got the ball and it's 5 minutes on the clock in the second quarter and you're not getting the ball, well, you go in a 2-minute offense and you can go down, and with the clock stopping on first downs, you can stop and get a play together. That's not how it works anymore.
Right. I thought that's big sentence.
That's not the way it is anymore.
Yeah, it's made a difference.
It's made a difference. I'm telling you, it has.
Well, if you've watched and if you look at point spreads, a lot of teams aren't covering these huge spreads. They're not beating teams the way they, 38.5 points. They're not doing that.
No.
Michigan hasn't covered the spread yet.
No.
Against mid-major teams, and that's probably why.
Penn State did. I was wrong on that one.
They did, yes.
But they had 5 turnovers. They scored on every turnover.
Oh, Illinois gave them that game.
5. But anyway.
Yeah. I mean, I'm saying Penn State might have won anyway, but Illinois didn't help.
5? They scored on them, each one.
Yeah.
Of course they won. More SEC. Dean, what did you think about Auburn Sanford? It was on the ESPN Plus or something.
Well, I just expected Auburn to win that. They were supposed to, and they did.
They threw around, messing around. It's after halftime again. Before these teams can start be putting away. Throwing was 24 for 32. He had 282, a touchdown and 2 interceptions. He rushed for 123, and Cobb he went up having 4 carries.
Did Hunter rush for 123?
Yeah.
Hunter's pretty good. Cobb's going to be there.
They had 340 receiving and 220 rushing for Auburn.
Well, they ended up with a lot of yards, didn't they?
Well, they're playing Sanford. I mean,
Sanford's not a D. I mean, they're a mid-major.
Yeah, 45-13 is the score, but when it's like,
they're 1AA, ain't they?
It's like 21-13 at half. You're like, what's going on here?
Some of that's lack of, I don't know. Seems like lack of motivation.
We talked about Tyron Dupree. Mentioned him. 55-27 over the Buffaloes. He had 7 tackles.
7
leads
tackles.
the team right now. Yeah.
Oh yeah. He's 28 in 3 games.
Yeah. Congrats to him for getting her done. Now, I'll mention this one, and then we'll get into the 2 bigger games.
Okay.
Backyard brawl. Taylor to Nico right before the half with Pitt and West Virginia. That was a pretty good game. It was 7-6 at the half, and then the running back for West Virginia, Donaldson Jr., winds up breaking off a big 90-yard run, and that game winds up going down to being a good game. So, I mean, you kind of have to mention the backyard brawl. But what about them Gators? I know Mason ain't on here. I'm sorry, Mason.
Wow, them Gators. Wow, 29-16.
We were wrong. I'll admit, hey, look, when I'm wrong, I'll look right at the camera and say, we didn't pick Florida to win that game.
Lord, no. No, I did not.
Curse
I
of
did
the
not.
swamp.
And your boy that you said plays on every team in the United States, or it seems like, because
ATM.
everybody's got one. 172 yards rushing.
He,
Mertz didn't have a big game. He had 166.
guys, one of the most. This is the best team. They get the team award. Hey, Matt and Todd Show team award for college football, Florida.
I mean, that's big, guys.
I mean watching the game. I'm seriously, I really watched the game. Super balanced. What was their passing to rushing numbers on?
They rushed for 166 and rushed for about 250.
See? Like, I wonder how many times they ran it and how many times I bet it's very close.
Oh, it was. Yes, because he carried 24 times.
The balance was great. It was 12-7.
It was about 35. It was about even. They probably actually ran a little more. And he wants to do that. He don't want to chunk it every down.
Well, right
Napier.
before half, it was 12-7.
Mm-hmm.
And, we thought, well, this is going to be, one of those kind of games. Well, the pick by Florida off a sack, that was the part of the changing point in the game.
And I know Tennessee fans are down on Milton. He completed 60% of his passes for 287 yards. But technically, and according to their fans, he didn't have a good game. He threw that interception.
Mertz had 282 at the half. It was 26 to
7. Yeah.
So he had a good first. Florida was very balanced. Hats
Yeah,
off to Coach Napier, and just hats off to
ATN. He
the coaches. They look ready. Is that a good? Can
yeah,
I say
were.
that? They look ready.
They were, and
Tennessee didn't look ready.
Well, you know how ESPN gives out their game balls. Most of the guys gave it to Trevor Etienne. 172 yards rushing.
Well, I'll tell you another guy, and we'll go over
That's
this game
fantastic.
too. Hey, Billy the Kid